One die, multiple looks, and zero waste. Let's bring on the butterflies. I have this zero waste Fluttering Fantasies Creative Cuts die set, and it's huge. The actual basic die here, which does the zero waste cutout, is just over 5x7 in size. This is an A2 panel. I'm just holding up against it to show you just how big it is. And it cuts out a ton of butterflies. Now, I decided to cut out 3 different colours of cardstock, starting with some vellum. I think vellum's always a beautiful thing to use on butterflies. And then I just chose a couple of other colours that I thought would go with it. But seriously, the number of butterflies that I now have ready to go, it's incredible. And that was just with 3 passes through the die cutting machine. So we're going to be making 2 cards today, and I'm going to be creating a kaleidoscope of butterflies, and then I'm going to be doing a very clean and simple version as well. Do you ever overthink a design? Now, sometimes it feels like we have too many choices, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later on. But I did want to show you that when you do remove the butterflies from the background, this is a very usable background, and I think this would look amazing as an inlay technique. And you could even just do the butterflies a flat inlay and make it a flat card with a nice big sentiment on the front. Maybe I'll have to try that for another choice another day. So what I did was throw a few of the layers of butterflies together, and that helped me to decide what to use for the butterfly bodies, which is also a separate die cut. And I decided to go with some glitter cardstock. Some black here I thought it would have looked really funky as well. But one other thing I think that softens a design is a bit of ink spray. And I mean, I could have also added some ink blending to the butterflies, but I thought that the ink spray just added a bit of softness along with that vellum. So I do like to use a liquid glue when I'm layering small pieces. I didn't want to attach the butterflies fully flat. I wanted there to be the ability to like fluff them up and make them look almost 3D. And to do that, I literally just added the liquid glue to the bodies of the butterfly, and I know that's going to have a really strong hold, especially on something like the glitter cardstock. It's a heavyweight cardstock, and this is like a pastel glitter color, and I just kept making lots of different layers of butterflies, and in the end I just had to stop myself and put some together and make a card. But it didn't stop there. The indecision kept going from there, and sometimes I think it's because the product is so pretty and there's so many different options, and I want to try them all. And the good thing is I have a ton of butterflies here, and I can try quite a few more designs. So once I'd created what I thought was enough butterflies for my kaleidoscope card, so having many butterflies on one card, then it was a matter of trying to work out what specific layout I wanted to do next. I thought if I have my butterflies made, that's going to help me with my decision making. And sometimes if you're creating and you're struggling to think of an end product, just enjoy the creative process. Like, I was really having a lot of fun creating these little butterflies in a combination of the vellums and the cardstocks and the glitter. It made me happy. So once I had enough for the card, then my second lot of decisions, like having to work out which sort of layout I wanted to do. I feel if I have a design already in my head, it's much quicker and faster. But because once I started moving these butterflies around, there were so many different ways that they could be used on the card front, and I thought they all looked amazing. And lately I've been trying to step away from doing such clean and simple white designs. So I've been using a lot of colour in my background, and when I was looking at this I thought by adding colour it was going to add a bit more depth and fun to the design and just challenge myself a little bit to try something a little bit different. And I have this pink sand cardstock, which is a really pretty sort of neutral sand colour, and I really liked the way it looked. But then I thought, I want to go bold. And I came in with some dark night. So this is a really deep blue, but I wanted to take it a step further. So I decided to add a pattern to the background. And this is like a marble design. And by adding some white pigment ink and just rolling it through, because this is a press plate, which means I could have done it as a foil as well, because that would have worked. I just wanted something a bit more subtle in the background. So having that white marble pattern in the background added some depth and detail behind the butterflies, and I think just gave it a whole new look. So I did leave a white border around the background itself and added a sentiment that was on some white cardstock. I think a circle sentiment would have looked nice here as well, but I just needed to make some decisions here and finally put my kaleidoscope together. I did add some dimension beneath the butterfly wings, but still mostly just added the liquid glue to the center again. This way, when it does go through the post, there will be some dimension. The other thing I would do with posting a card like this would be perhaps to use something like a rigid mailer, something that's not going to flatten it too much throughout the post if it's not going to be hand gifted. And I think these colors look really pretty together, but my indecision was getting the best of me, and I still had a ton of butterflies. But what I decided to do next was almost the total opposite. I decided to make a very clean and simple card. This card, I had no plans for it, but it just came together so quickly. It's really interesting that some cards you feel like, not like you're fighting with the design, but more like it just doesn't flow, or you've got too many options. So this card, it was lovely just to be able to sit here. I thought one butterfly, center design, and a nice pale floral background. Like, I literally stamped this floral sprig. It's a silhouette style stamp. I stamped it with some orange sorbet ink and used this is a plastic packaging sheet. I'm just using that to protect my cardstock because I haven't cleaned the stamp. And once I kind of work out where the position's going to be, I wasn't sure if it was going to be hidden enough behind the butterfly, whether I'd need to mask some of the design. But this butterfly was big enough to cover that center area where it is going to be double stamped. So that meant that I could just simply stamp the image. And I did do this a couple of times because it is such a pale ink. And I like to stamp on a lighter weight cardstock, so that way, if I do mess it up, I'm not wasting a whole card base. And I actually prefer the way that the stamping looks on the lighter weight cardstock. It doesn't seem to take as much ink, and I get a nicer impression. And instead of using black for the sentiment, I came in with a really deep blue. And I think that works really beautifully with this color combination. All that was left to do then was add the panel to the front of a side fold card, and I did use the extra thick foam tape. So this is, if you've only got the regular 2mm foam tape, you can double it up, but because this is such a clean and simple design, having that extra lift off the front of the card, I think just adds something special to the design, and maybe some sequins or something would work really beautifully here. But I kept it very clean and simple. And all together now we have the first card with our kaleidoscope of butterflies. This could have gone anyway. Like, these butterflies look beautiful in every kind of way that I laid them out on the card front, and I do need to make some more because I have a ton of butterflies left. And the second card, which just has that single butterfly, very clean and simple design using the same color palette. Let me know in the comments below if you have a favorite card today, or if you're going to try making either a very clean and simple design or your own kaleidoscope of butterflies. I have 2 more videos here for you to enjoy, and I look forward to seeing you there. If you did like today's video, don't forget to click on the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. What are you waiting for? It's totally free. Till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.